Howdy folks, how's it going? Since I'm not drinking, that's not just drink though, it's coming off different medications and shit, like it's a nightmare. But anyway, so I'm waiting for my prescription to kick in basically, not the whole lot, because if I did that, that's like 224 pills. Not kidding, I'm on max dose codeine and before I get judged, you know what I mean, I'll explain why. I guess I have to at this point. I fractured my coccyx bone twice when I was like either 10 or 11, you know, like I'm 32, so if you do the maths here, I was playing on a Game Boy fucking... I don't even think it was a Game Boy Color. You know, like with Pokemon cards, first generation and shit. They're not here, otherwise I would show you I've got some shinies and that, which I really could do with selling because I'm skin. But anyway, I fractured that twice, and then years later, like it was a night out in town and stuff like that. So like I've already been working years in this place. I'm doing this so you can see it on camera, but we're talking like down to as far as you can physically go, up to your neck in gigantic big pizza fucking pans, like and then like bowls of plates. What the fuck? Like a stack of plates up your neck like multiple times because like it was a busy fucking restaurant. Like I legitimately got diagnosed with PTSD. I had a nightmare last night. I got the job back. It happens every fucking night. Some variation of me getting my job back, and then if I'm lucky, it'll snap into something else. But it'll be something else that's fucking in my head, you know. So I've got like that going on. But yeah, my knees are just fucked in general. But like I've mentioned it to doctors. The doctors are so shit around in my area. Like I've been complaining since I was 17 about my back. You know what I mean? And it's not. I've been on codeine for a while now, but it's still shit. Barely does anything, but it's better than nothing. But anyway, I'm not done yet. So yeah, I went out for a night out in town. That's when I'm saying like my back's already more fucked than it was because I've actually I'll tell you how I fucked my back. I was walking out of the door to the yard, like the schoolyard, and I just kind of tripped on the step and went 90 degrees directly onto the coccyx bone. I thought it was the tailbone, but whatever. Might be the same bone. I had to get the doctor to show me the diagram, be like, that's a coccyx there. That's what you're talking about, is it? Yeah. But the only thing is, right, the only way that I would ever get any help for that is if I'd actually said something at the time. It's not until now, like, I'm finding out that, I've got social and generalised anxiety disorder, potential fucking autism, because my biological mother has fucking autism, and 80% chance if you're healthy, 90% chance if they've got a bad lifestyle, and I was born a smack baby. I'm telling you everything right off the fucking bat here. Shit that everybody's already heard that, it's like I've got a little group on my phone of people from my old YouTube channel, and like everybody, if they see this video, they're going to be like, oh Christ, this story again. But anyway, the second time I tried to drop into a skate ramp with me, my mate did it perfectly, and I fucking bend it again, 90 degrees, straight onto the bone. I think I refractured the same spot. It was like I could touch the bone and it would click. Like I've been punched in the nose, right, and it's been fractured. It's been like, if you've ever had that, you know what I'm talking about. But with the nose, it's like nothing. It just like doesn't hurt. But like with the fucking back, it was like lightning up to the brain and like migraine like instantly. Just if I touched it, so I was scared shitless to say anything. You know what I mean? I thought, fuck. I think maybe that's a British thing or English thing to do. Like just keep your mouth fucking shut. Like. What's that, like your fucking left testicle's 10 times bigger than your right one. Say nothing. Die in 2 years or whatever. I don't know. Going down with the ship like the Titanic, you know what I mean? But anyway. So we're going this night out and I'm dancing around like an idiot because I'm drunk and I can't feel any fucking pain, you know what I mean? It's one thing that's disgusting. If you don't get painkillers off your doctor, the next best thing, well... acceptable anyway, is to go to the shop and buy booze. That kills fucking pain. I'm not saying do that, that's bad advice, do not do that. But it's one of my only options if I ever got cut off the codeine. It's like do that, or I can go on the internet and break some laws and buy fucking heroin or something, That was option 2. But I wouldn't buy heroin because I'm not that stupid. Been tempted a couple of times, but nah, never done it. The strongest I've taken is oxycodone. That shit's pretty good. But anyway, by the by. So I was in this night out, and it was like the ground was covered in beer and probably sweat, to be honest. And fucking, ugh. And I slipped and I did the split And trust me, I can't touch my toes. So yeah, I'm actually sitting cross-legged and it's starting to hurt. My right, like to the right of, if you're a man, anyway, if you, and it's complicated these days, isn't it? But to the right of your right testicle, right? If you want to call it male or female, whatever the fuck, I split like that part of the groin open, like ripped it inside, and I couldn't walk for ages, and I still had to go to work and do fucking hard ass shifts. I was literally using a walking stick to do my job. People were laughing at us like I was taking the fucking piss. And I was like, do you not see this fucking like rip myself in half on the floor? And then like years later, I don't know why, I was kind of drunk as well. This is completely on me. I've said to the doctors, look, I know I'm stupid. I'm fucking stupid. Right? But I climbed this climbing frame and I was like 18 stone at the time. I've lost a lot of weight since then. Like I would have been like fucking like this, but looking like I'm huge, but like I'm actually just really fat, you know. But I was like, I don't know. You'd be able to tell I'd be like out to here. Can I get this fucking right? Whatever. You get what I'm trying to say. And I jumped, and if I was this like weight, I would have been able to fucking land that. Yeah, it might have been like, oh, a bit hard on the joints that one, like or I could have possibly even rolled. Honestly, it was about fucking 6 to 8 foot up, so not that far really. Like maybe I thought in my head like kids do this and it's fine. Oh, sorry, I'll talk. I'll try and talk normal. Kids can do this, so why can't I? And then I jumped and I just felt myself go like slightly 1 or 2 degrees off, landed on my left ankle and I just heard, and like obviously I hit the deck and that, and I got up and I was just like, oh god, shit, like something's wrong here. I'm going home, because I was with a couple of people that were like, yeah, do you want to like smoke a joint of weed, you know, and just fucking like talk shit and that, and like hang out and or go and make music at somebody's house or whatever, you know. And as soon as I heard the crack, they heard the crack, everyone knew it was up. Christ, people cough very loud. But that was it, yeah, fractured ankle, and that's why I got my codeine in the end, because of the fractured ankle. Never mind the rest of it, and the potential fucking arthritis I've got in my knees, which I wish this might not even pick it up. That's just me moving my leg backwards and forwards. Other leg. Until it cracks, sometimes it goes away. That's just that's all the time. Arms. Like, I'm fucked, man. Like, everything fucking hurts. Anyway, I didn't really have a topic for this one, but I guess it's turned into fucking how shit doctors are and that. I've been waiting for therapy to try and sort my head out so I can go outside and that. Well, try and get a job, really, you know what I mean? Because I'm on benefits. People think, oh, fucking, he's just on benefits because he's lazy and that. But it's like, no. If you knew the fucking full extent, I should probably send this video to them, shouldn't I? Because if I told you, like, I got diagnosed with fucking... I don't agree with this one. Suicidal ideation. I was like, no, it's intrusive thoughts, and me pondering at night, because I'm nocturnal as well. Get that? I'm more awake during the night than I am during the day. I can't sleep unless I take a bunch of fucking tranquilizers or something like that. You know what I mean? And I'm not even allowed them. So like, they're giving us loads of different medications. Like what's going to stick? Now I've got amitriptyline or whatever, and I don't even know. I've got like a week's worth of Zopiclone, but they stopped working after day 1. So it's like, fucking, what the fuck, man? I've been drinking myself to sleep, or like smoking myself to sleep, which isn't good advice. Don't drink yourself to sleep, man. It'll fuck you up in the long run. This is why I'm making these kind of videos, and why I did in the past. Pardon me, sorry about the heartburn, but it's just bullshit. Like, because I was getting no help. And this isn't a good excuse. So even if you are young, this is not a good excuse. And I ended up getting pulled along to a party, dragged along to a party, and I didn't even really know the guy. He was in a band and 2 years above me at school, and we played like the same kind of music, like punk music, you know, like God Save the Queen. Well, that one's kind of aged badly because she's dead now, so it's God Save the King. Could have to. God Save the King. I wasn't a singer, but that's what needs to be made now. We need a Sex Pistols reunion. Well, Sid Vicious won't be there, but who gives a fuck? He didn't even play the bass anyway. Get the original bassist back. I don't know. There's some weird politics in that fucking band, like. Hey, but anyway, what am I trying to say here? Yeah, so what do the doctors do? Since I was like 17, 18, I've been on 14. If I'd taken more that they tried to give us, I would have been on 16 different antidepressants by now. And all that's done is this. Constant fucking tremor. Feels like I'm going to have a seizure all the time. I've had 8 of those too, if you want to know. And I'm telling the doctors all this, and they're just like, can't do anything about it because I keep forgetting, going on tangents and forgetting. But yeah, I got dragged along to a party, got introduced to fucking drugs. Oh, a little line of this. I'm not even going to say what in this video, but like a little line of that will kill all of my pain, and like it's fairly cheap. You know what I mean? And it's not booze, so I don't have to be drunk all the time, you know? And you can kind of get away with it because all you've got to do is make sure your nose hasn't got any white shit on it, and you know, you can pass as just being sober, really, if you do a little bit, you know? But that wasn't a wink, as in, do this. I was just like, a little bit? Fucking hell. This is not medical advice. I'm not a fucking doctor, YouTube. Don't give me that bullshit. Just, I'm just talking about my life, okay? That should settle everything. I'm not telling people to do this. I'm telling them not to do this. Because, yeah, I ended up taking drugs. My mum found out, dragged us to the fucking doctors, and said, don't ever give him any addictive medication. Now I'm fucked. Because all the stuff that can help you get to sleep is addictive. I mean, yeah, some of the shit like, like benzos and stuff like that, fucking, it's not worth getting into. Like, years later, like, they give me pregabalin and gabapentin for my back pain at first. They give us tramadol, actually, first. I should add that on. 15 antidepressants. Yeah, oh God, it's just fucking ridiculous. I know for a fact, you know why I know they're talking shit. I'm stuttering, but because he pulled out this book, and it was like this thick, tiny writing, full of medications, loads of like just medication. What it does, what it's for, you know. It's essentially the fucking Bible, but instead of bullshit scriptures that aren't backed up and just absolute bollocks. Funny story. Oh, not even funny story is actually evil as fuck. If you actually read it. It's like this, but bigger. Yeah, I've got this because people honestly, come at me with religion and I'm like, alright, okay. You don't think that God said that, do you know? Well. And now your servant says, first fucking line I read. Oh, you won't be able to see it. And now your servant says, may the world of my Lord the King secure my inheritance. My Lord the King is an angel of God. I don't know what the fuck it's on about. But the book was like that thick, is what I was trying to say. It's hard as fuck to actually read. But like, if you actually read it properly and not doing it really quick in a video, that's how people stop believing in this shit. But yeah, this is a different topic, but I've been talking to people about it. And it's like, if you actually read the fucker, you'll realise it's absolute madness. Like, for example, there is no hell in there. Nope. No hell. Jesus, apparently he's just going to come back, raise you from the dead. I don't know how the fuck he's going to do that, but he's Jesus, I guess. And if you didn't believe, he's just going to annihilate you from existence. So what I think is going to happen anyway when you die, you just brains off, don't exist. So there's no problems anymore, you know what I mean? They all, I don't know. If you believe in Jesus, what, you've got to go to heaven, what, and just sit there for eternity? That sounds like hell to me. This seems like fucking hell to me. This fucking life here. But then again, maybe it's because, I live in the UK, and everyone's fucking broke. Unless you're born into I don't know, born a Tory or some fucking shit like that, you know. Sorry, I got angry when I started talking about the Tories. Oh yeah, making enemies here, but seriously, fucking what a bunch of fucking clowns, man. I'm going off on an old talking shite video, where I used to talk for 2 hours straight, but I do that when I have a drink. But since my hands are shaking ridiculously, they're actually starting to stop shaking ridiculously. I think it's because the codeine's kicking in. But yeah, I've been drinking a bit too much lately because let's face it, the codeine don't last the whole fucking month, do they? Yeah. But anyway, that whole point of that whole story there was to say it's evil as fuck. Lately, what's been happening to me anyway, like I said I'm going to try and cut down the drinking because one, I can't afford it, and two, the prices have went up. Like, well, that's the same thing. And two, it's like doing bad like shit to my body and brain and that, you know. I am scared shitless to get a brain scan. Probably should, but they're going to say you've probably got like 5 brain tumours, holes and lesions everywhere because of the, honestly, before I even knew about my biological, well, I knew I was adopted, but I never knew like the extent of how fucking shitty my biological parents were. You know what I mean? So I forget where I was going with that, but yeah, like it's no surprise really finding out after what I found out why I get evil fucking thoughts and why I've smashed so many drugs in the past, and that was because I wasn't getting help off a doctor, and no matter it didn't matter what I said. Can't help you, can't help you, can't help you. It's probably because of the government not giving them enough money to buy enough fucking medication in. They're probably making more money selling it like on the black market. I reckon that's where all the fucking drugs come from. Where else would they come from? China. The research chemicals, fair enough. But like the actual proper like English brand stuff that people are somehow getting really cheap. Oh, here we go. Fuck. I thought I could get through one bastard video without my fucking phone going off. Anyway, I'm going to go and let my cat back in, but I don't know what the fucking point. I was going to say quickly before I go. My phone just reminded me about this. I'm on YouTube, and after saying I'm cutting down the drink because, like, you know, I'm drinking like every night, and I'm starting to get a problem going on again, you know. Motherfucker. It's my fault. I started the conversation, so that's the group I was talking about. Just put us off again. This is probably the autism. I've been waiting like fucking 4 years for that test. I'm still waiting. I keep getting a letter every now and again, and I read it, I'm like, oh, you're still on the waiting list. Son of a fucking bitch. Yeah, and I've been waiting to go to therapy for 2 years now. So every time, like, the job centre ring up, and I'm just like, I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. I've spoke to 3 different doctors since the last time we talked, and tried 3 different medications, and it's still fucking not helping. And people wonder why I'm gone mental. Like, seriously, man. Fucking hell. I wish, like, I could post this on Facebook, but it would find its way to my parents. And I'm quite a respectful person. I don't swear in front of them unless it's part of a joke or I'm quoting something. I don't just go, oh, fucking bunch of cunts, a lot of them, or if I'm talking about people, you know. I don't go like that. Because I don't like people that talk like that. To be honest, neither do I. I just do. I guess it's in the genes. But anyway, the whole reason I was going to make this video was to say like I'm in all this pain in that. And doctors aren't helping, and it's like, the shittest thing is, you go to the shop and you can just buy fucking drink. I mean, obviously I can't because I've got 99 pence or something in the bank, but you know, if you've got a fiver, you can go and get yourself 2.5 litres of Frosty Jack, 7.5%. I mean, I've got a bit of a tolerance to alcohol now, so I probably need 1.5 of them. But yeah, that if you don't drink much, that'll get you absolutely fucking to the point where your heart's beating dodgy the next day. You need a couple of days off for it to calm down. And that's actually what I've been putting up with for the last 3-4 days. It's been kind of freaky. It's okay right now, but it was like trying to sleep when your heart's like skipping a beat every now and again. Don't know why I did that. But it was my heart's like bum 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 bum. I don't know how fucking healthy that is. But yeah, that's coming off fucking booze for you, and coming off alcohol is easier than coming off other medications doctors will give us, like pregabalin. And I mean, that got me on the illegal shit in the first place. Because that's basically like taking diazepam or Xanax or something like that. It's in the same. It acts on the same receptors, and them receptors, like, you know, control your nervous system. So yeah, I've been kind of off and on this shit like fucking too long. I'm trying to sort myself out. So I'm losing weight, lifting weight. I know I'm a bit scrawny at the minute, but it should come back. I used to be quite big back in the day, believe it or not, when I used to go to the gym, though. When they had all the fucking machines and you could actually properly lift weights. You know. But anyway, I'm going to go on. If you want to have a chat, and if you're interested in anything, leave a comment. If not, well, I was going to say go fuck yourself, but no, no. Have a good day and night, whatever time it is. Catch you all later. Ta-da.